Procter & Gamble. In 1932, Procter & Gamble introduced a logo featuring a bearded man surrounded by 13 stars. What seemed like a harmless design quickly became a target for conspiracy theories. People claimed the beard concealed an inverted 666, the infamous mark of the beast connected to the Antichrist. Others saw devil horns hidden in the image and insisted the 13 stars mocked a biblical passage from Revelations 12:1. Some even connected the stars to form 3 separate sixes, another 666 accusation. Despite repeatedly denying any satanic ties, Procter & Gamble finally gave up in 1991, scrapped the design during the height of the satanic panic, and switched to a simple text logo. Monster Energy's logo has been a magnet for conspiracy theories, with many claiming it secretly promotes satanic symbolism. The 3 claw marks forming the M in their logo are not connected and resemble the Hebrew letter Vav, which has a numerical value of 6, leading some to interpret the logo as 666, the mark of the beast again. Also, the brand's slogan, "Unleash the Beast," has been linked to references in the Book of Revelation. Another theory focuses on the cross inside the letter O of the logo, which appears upright but flips upside down when drinking from the can. While an inverted cross is traditionally associated with St. Peter, some see it as an Antichrist symbol. Others say the symbol is Phi, a pre-Christian Greek character that has nothing to do with Christianity or satanic messaging. The Institute of Oriental Studies at the Federal University of Santa Catarina in Brazil introduced a logo intended to depict a pagoda against a rising sun. However, the abstract design led to unintended interpretations, with many perceiving it as indecent. This misinterpretation gained widespread attention online around 2005, embarrassing the university. In response to the public outcry and to protect its reputation, the logo was quickly replaced. The Apple logo, a simple apple with a bite taken out of it, has sparked plenty of theories. The company says the bite is just to distinguish it from a cherry, but others see a deeper meaning. Some say it honors Alan Turing, the genius behind modern computing, who lost his life biting a cyanide-laced apple, while others believe it references the biblical apple from the Garden of Eden. In this view, the bite symbolizes Eve's original sin, or humanity's pursuit of forbidden knowledge. Some even argue it aligns with occult teachings that paint the fall of man as a step towards self-divinity. The Google Play Store logo, with its triangular design inspired by a play button, has drawn comparisons to the sigil of Lucifer, especially in its older versions from 2015 to 2022 and when turned. The sigil, first recorded in an 18th century grimoire on demonology, is known as the seal of Satan among devil-worshipping Satanists. It's used in occult rituals to invoke Lucifer, once an archangel and later known as the devil in Christian theology. However, in some beliefs, it represents knowledge and enlightenment rather than evil. While the resemblance is likely coincidental, conspiracy theorists have latched onto the idea. The London Olympics 2012 logo was one of the most controversial in history. Designed for $400,000 in 2007, its jagged, neon-colored design was widely mocked, with some saying it looked like a crude depiction of Lisa Simpson in an inappropriate act. Others found it so visually jarring that they claimed it triggered epileptic seizures when seen on TV. Over 48,000 people signed a petition demanding a redesign. Some conspiracy theorists saw hidden symbols, including a swastika, while Iran even threatened to boycott the games, arguing that the logo spelled Zion if arranged in a certain way, and deemed it a pro-Israeli conspiracy. Despite all the backlash, the logo was never changed. Airbnb. In 2014, Airbnb introduced a logo, the Belu, which was meant to symbolize belonging, representing people, places, love, and the letter A. But the internet saw something else entirely. Critics compared it to body parts. E.T., and even the chin of cartoon character Peter Griffin. A Tumblr page was created solely to mock the design, and viral memes flooded social media. Some said it was a cheap copy of the Automation Anywhere logo, while others joked it was a masterclass in resembling multiple sexual organs at once. Despite the backlash, Airbnb stood by the design, stating they anticipated the reaction. In the end, the controversy only amplified their brand awareness. The Starbucks logo has long been associated with maritime mythology, since the company claimed it was inspired by a 16th century Norse woodcut. However, there is no historical record of Norse woodcuts from that period, and the Norse civilization itself had faded centuries earlier. The original logo from 1971 featured a topless siren with twin tails, resembling an illustration found in J.E. Surlett's Dictionary of Symbols, where it's labeled as 15th century without any mention of Norse origins. Some suggest the siren from Starbucks logo is actually based on Mélusine, a figure from French folklore. Mélusine was said to be a woman who transformed into a serpent or fish-like creature due to a curse, a punishment for imprisoning her own father. In the tale, she was married to a duke, but her children started burning down houses. Eventually, her husband accused her of being a false serpent and then a spawn of Satan. After that, Mélusine turned into a dragon and flew away. She was considered a bad omen and a symbol of death. Others note that when flipped upside down, the Starbucks logo bears a resemblance to a ram's head, similar to Baphomet, a profane deity. Google Mail. The old Gmail logo, featuring a red envelope stamped with an M, stirred controversy due to its resemblance to the Royal Ark apron, which is worn by certain Freemasons. Mostly coincidental, but some saw this as a hidden nod to secret societies. In 2020, the logo was replaced with a more minimalistic, multicolored design as part of a broader rebranding. Dirty Bird, a catering company that operates at music festivals in Wales, faced controversy over its logo, which combines the letters D and B in a way that some customers found suggestive. While the company says that the design simply represents a rooster with stylized wings and their name, many saw it as inappropriate for its design. Further criticism arose from marketing slogans that reinforced concerns about the branding. Despite the backlash, Dirty Bird has continued to use the logo. The Arlington Pediatric Center, located in Virginia, USA, had a logo that was intended to depict a caring parent embracing a child. However, the design led to unintended interpretations, drawing widespread criticism. Despite initially using the logo on signage and promotional materials, the organization recognized the issue and decided to replace it. Junior Jazz Dance Classes. An advertisement from a local dance school became widely recognized due to an optical illusion within its design. While the intent was to depict two dancers in motion, the negative space between them unintentionally formed a suggestive figure, leading to viral attention. It's not clear where the logo is from and where the dance school is located. Cleveland Indians. Chief Wahoo, the longtime mascot of the Cleveland Indians, is one of those logos that stirred up a lot of debate. For some, it's a nostalgic symbol tied to decades of baseball history. For others, it's an offensive caricature of Native Americans that should have been retired long before 2019. With its exaggerated design, the logo became a lightning rod for criticism in an era when most sports teams, except for the Washington Redskins, were moving away from Native American imagery. After years of mounting pressure, the team finally faced Chief Wahoo out and changed their name to the Cleveland Guardians in the process. Pure maple syrup. Vermont's pure maple syrup is well known for its quality, but the same can be said for this unfortunate logo. The design aimed to showcase the natural extraction process, showing sap flowing from a tree into a barrel. However, many thought the tree's shape and placement made it look like a figure caught midstream rather than a maple tree. Some say it wasn't the official logo and it's definitely not used any longer. Hillary Clinton's campaign logo from 2015 was meant to convey progress, symbolized by a bold red arrow. But the design quickly sparked criticism and confusion. Some interpreted the arrow as a subtle signal of Clinton moving toward the political right, while others felt it resembled hospital directional signs, making it anything but motivating for her supporters. The Catholic Church's Archdiocesan Youth Commission's logo, designed in 1973, was intended to represent guidance and mentorship, but the design's unfortunate composition led to widespread criticism, with many finding it highly inappropriate. The logo even received an award from the Art Directors Club of Los Angeles, which only added to the controversy. Used in the 70s, it vanished after the backlash. Locum. In 2001, the Swedish property management company Locum decided to send out a Christmas card with a festive redesign of their logo. They replaced the O with a heart, leaving the rest of the lowercase letters unchanged. While this might have seemed like a harmless, heartfelt gesture in Sweden, English speakers couldn't help but notice that the new design prominently spelled out something unintended. Aunt Jemima was an American breakfast brand with a logo tied to racial stereotypes. Originally introduced in the late 1800s, the brand took its name from a minstrel show song. Minstrel shows portrayed racist stereotypes of African Americans through comedy, music, and skits. The songs often exaggerated black dialect and culture in a mocking way. Over time, the brand became linked to the mammy stereotype, a depiction of black women as devoted and subservient caretakers. Quaker Oats, the owner of the brand, went through numerous redesigns, trying to modernize the logo and reduce controversy, but the brand's origins remained problematic. After years of criticism, the Aunt Jemima name was officially retired in 2021 and rebranded as Pearl Milling Company. Kostelecké Uzeniny, one of the largest sausage producers in the Czech Republic, created a logo that left many puzzled. Instead of simply showcasing their products, the design features an image that some found suggestive. While the intention may have been to express a passion for their product, the logo led to interpretations that had little to do with food. British Petroleum. When British Petroleum, one of the largest oil companies in the world, rebranded in the year 2000, spending $200 million on a new logo, the reaction was far from what they had hoped. The redesigned emblem, a green and yellow sunburst or sunflower, was meant to signal a shift toward environmental responsibility. However, given BP's long history of oil spills and environmental damage, many saw it as an empty gesture or PR stunt rather than a genuine commitment to sustainability. Many viewed the rebrand as an attempt to greenwash the company's image. Mont-Sat, a Polish satellite and antenna company founded in 1995, gained attention not for its technical expertise but for its unfortunate logo design. Meant to depict a support arm for satellite dishes, the logo unintentionally resembled something less professional, leading to widespread criticism and amusement. Despite the backlash, the company has never changed the design.